Hello, Guardians. Welcome to the fucking reef, the one place where nobody ever goes. So, yeah, welcome to the reef, guys. I don't know how many people have actually been here since the Taken King has shown up, but what's up? I'm bringing you another Destiny video. My name's Zion, and I do stuff. So, basically what's happening over here in the reef, there is a guy called Brother Vance, and for you old players who have stuck around through everything, you know Brother Vance. He goes ahead and runs the Trials of Osiris, and is the disciple of Osiris, and he gives out cool shit. Now, there's been a couple changes to the Trial of Osiris. One, we're actually having a Trials of Osiris because, thank God, the hunters got fixed. So PvP isn't like in the fucking gutter someplace crying itself to sleep. Yeah, so fucking Trials is back. For those new players, Trials is a game mode in which your gear actually counts similar to Iron Banner. However, it's 3v3 elimination type game mode in which if your teammate dies, you can revive them. And people like it a lot because it's really competitive. The way things used to work, you had to win 9 consecutive games, and I do mean win 9 games in a row against other players to go ahead and get good rewards. However, there have been a couple changes. So, as you can see, the rewards are no longer there. What it is you now have bounties. Similar to the Crucible, like the weekly bounties and things like that, or the Iron Banner bounties. In that you can go ahead and do simple things like defeat 5 Guardians who your teammates have damaged, revive 5 teammates in the Trials, win 2 consecutive rounds in Trials out of all the matches you play, and then there's weekly things like complete 10 matches and defeat 75 Guardians. Not too bad. It's definitely not as hard as winning 9 consecutive games, which is good because they're trying to bring people in to the Trials and not make it an absolute ball-busting experience where you have to find a group that can win 9 straight games and be good at PvP, and you couldn't really have people carry you through Trials before like you kind of can now. So with some of the rewards, they still have the gold, the silver, bronze tier, and they go ahead and give you different things. So you can go ahead and get weapons to drop in, I believe, the silver and gold tiers that are over 300 light. So they will be almost raid quality weapons from the Trials. It's one of the few places you can actually get raid quality weapons. However, if you remember the Trials of old, if you've been a player that has stuck around, you remember things that were adept, such as the Messenger, which you could get adept, the Jewel of Osiris adept, which all had elemental burns. Well, Luke Smith responded on a Reddit thread in which he basically confirmed that in year 2 there would be no adept version of guns. There are no guns that are going to have burns, which brings us back to a slight issue. They made it so you wouldn't get burns because they realized that guns with burns were used more so than guns with kinetic damage, and they weren't happy with this. They wanted everyone to use whatever gun they were most comfortable with and not just ones that had burns on it. So they made it so there are no guns you can get outside of, I don't even believe there's guns in the raid yet that drop with burns on it besides secondaries and heavies. So it's definitely something where I don't completely agree with them. I believe they could have done something like made kinetic damage its own burn, made it its own modifier, and gave it a little bit of a boost in which people would want to use kinetic damage competitively against burns. But it's how they went about it. So there are no elemental guns coming out of the Trials there, which is one of the big selling points on why people actually ran Trials. It's still definitely a very competitive. If you had fun and ground out Iron Banner, this is probably something to look forward to. Come pick up your bounties, grab a fire team of 3 people, and jump into the Trials and get yourself all the gear you want. I haven't seen any of the Trials weapons, so it could just be infusion fuel, or it could be the best thing on Earth. Yeah, so have fun, guys. I'm going to try to grind it out a little bit. I hope you guys do too. Let me know if you get anything awesome. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, a comment, a favorite, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys later. Peace.